Good evening, Frankmeister.
Oh.
Welcome to another episode of True Crime Talk with Frankmeister. My name is Shane Crusade. People call me Frank. Good to see everybody in. What's going on, Ruckus?
Hell if I know.
What the hell?
But I'm sure we're going to find out.
What the hell was that shit you were doing right here, too?
I was doing it. Jinx's comment.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of Jinx, young lady, you are now a mod. Just want to let you know that. So what's been going on today, man?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Been working on the computer, trying to stay out of trouble.
What do you think of these docs dropped today?
Clusterfuck comes to mind.
Yeah.
Repeating shit.
Yeah. Hennessy doesn't know how to write a memorandum.
He's still hungover.
Who says he's not drunk still?
He knows how to set up a fucking GoFundMe page, though, doesn't he?
Oh, quickly.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about that today.
Yeah, dude.
At $5,000 plus already. I mean, I'm here to tell you, you're going to have thousands and thousands of dollars by the time week prior to the trial.
Yeah. Now imagine if Nick did this. If Nick put up a GoFundMe page to help, to pay for the prosecution.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, Rescue. Hey, everybody.
All right, let's take a shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Rendeaz, Rescue, Ziggy, Metal Mama, She Warrior, Kelly, and thank you, Kelly O. She became a new member today.
Right
thank
on.
You so much. Randy Gravitt, Wanda from Missouri, Witchcraft, Amelia. Yeah, we were talking about you earlier, Amelia. Frankmeister, super grateful you were going to talk about the documents. I just quit reading them because I'm lost in all these things that keep being filed. Thank you again. Hey,
really awesome.
You know what? Sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with it too. I mean, like today and last week, they were just filing left and right. It took me all day to keep up with them.
You
know.
Now, Frank, I know how hard it is to keep up with chat. So what I'll do is I'll keep up with it on my end. So if there's anything good coming in, I'll let you know. So you can do your thing on your end. Because it's hard. You skip over shit so much.
Right. Got 6-3 clocks, Angela Van Oven. Yeah, that's what we'll be talking about there in a bit. Beth Gonzalez, Jackie Oliver, Demi Smash. Who else? We got Olivia. There's Jinxie, the new mod. Let's see. Glow from Cold. Nice to see you. What's going on, H. Nixon? Die. Good to see you. Big Mato. Good to see you. She Warrior. Don Spain. Wanda from Missouri. Bees 9. Turn the lights on so I can see tonight. I hate wearing my glasses. There's Ruckus, Mr. Clean.
Not so clean.
Free Richard Allen. Just pay shipping and handling. Gladys Kravitz, good to see you. Frosty. Oh, Lord. Ziggy.
They'll double your order, too. If you order within the next 20 minutes, they'll double your order.
Right. GP, what's going on, young lady? D. Ashley, love to hunt. Good to see you. Boston Christian, Connie Hill, Priscilla, thank you for their $9.99 super chat. Thank you. Mary Fleener, Rosie Rowe, Diddums, good to see you. Kiwi, good to see you. CJK. Nana 72. Laura, good to see you. Hope you're feeling well. Bamasin. Kentucky Sleuth. I'm catching up with all you guys tonight. Teresa K, Robin B, SP74, Miss Deb, good to see you. Oh, I'm loaded with mods tonight. Lakeside Justice, Mustang, Is that Redfoot? What's going on, bro? Here's Parapoliticio, whatever that is. Ruckus is all commenting in the damn chat. Christy, good to see you. You're welcome, Christy. Let's see what she has to say. Thank you for making Jinx a mod. It makes my heart happy knowing she gets a chance to feel important. She's been important in this community forever, Christy. Believe that. Carol Murray, good to see you. Grant Tam, Heather Sweetson. Man, there are a lot of new names in here tonight. Again.
Jinx was my very first mod.
And we got Melissa. All right. So you guys want to go over these dang documents. You know I got to start with the very first ones that were dropped this morning. It was the judge's orders. What do you mean I don't want to leave the site? No, I don't want to leave this site.
Ah, there you go. That's much better. Your ratings just went down the tubes. All right, we may have lost Frank. He's pulling the same shit he did a week ago. Fucking asshole. Hey, Cleo, I wonder what Robert Ives thinks of all the court hearings. I bet the first judge that recused himself are relieved they did. Yeah, absolutely. They're smart. Getting the fuck out of there. It's a hot mess.
Yes.
It's a hot mess.
Yep. You can say
What
that
happened?
again.
You just disappeared.
Well, I tried to log in through my screen here and it logged me out of there. So I had to open up Gmail again to go where I needed to go.
I thought you were pulling the same shit you did last Monday.
Let me see where we're at.
Oh, that was a hoot. I had so much fun with Kristen. And you know me, dude, I don't like going any more than an hour. So you know I must like you if I win 11.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Did you get any beers in there between?
Right at the very end, I had one or two.
That's all right, bro, as long as you keep it cool.
Well, it's when I'm sober is what you gotta worry about.
Right. All right. You guys see that? This is the first order by the judge this morning.
Yeah, that looks good, Frank.
Well, I got to be able to read it. All right. It says, this is order from judgment of the court. Defendant appears in person with counsel attorneys Bradley Rosie and Anthony Baldwin. State appears by prosecuting attorney Nicholas McClelland, deputy prosecuting attorney James Luttrell, and deputy prosecuting attorney Stacy Diener. Hearing held on defense motion to dismiss for destroying exculpatory evidence. Matter taken under advisement to review the evidence submitted. That's number one. All right. I hate this. Let's see. I got to transfer all this shit into my files. All right. Here's the second one. And okay, an order for judgment. The court has taken under advisement the state's motion to enter protective order for evidence gathered from the Indiana Department of Corrections filed March 17, 2024, and the defendant's response filed March 19, 2024, and denied this. What?
Just real quick, dude. Can you take Christie's comment off because it's covering up the bottom of the documents?
Oh, hide comment. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
No, that's okay.
All right. And defense response filed March 19, 2024, and denies the state's motion. The court, however, prohibits the defense from any dissemination of the personal practices of any deponent. So they cannot disseminate any of his records. Is that what she's saying? When it comes to Indiana Department of Corrections?
Yeah. They're saying what she's kind of doing is imposing her own kind of HIPAA rule on that. She doesn't want any of that shit out.
So
It'll come out. It'll come out during trial though, but it'll
Right.
probably be altered. They'll probably, smooge it up a little bit.
So she denies the state's protective order on that evidence so he can release it then.
No, the court, however, prohibits the defense from any dissemination of the personal practices
So she denied them both.
of any deponent. Yeah. So she's basically saying that there's people involved at the prisons, the staff,
Right.
that we don't need to know who they are. Could you imagine what a hot mess that would be if they put their names out?
So then she should have ordered that for Nick also, but she didn't. All she did was deny the protective order for the evidence that he filed again on that stuff, and she denied it, but imposed it on the defense.
Yeah, well, no, Nick wanted a protective order on it.
Right.
For evidence.
Right. So nobody could leak it out or it can't be talked about or anything.
Right. Well, no, there's a difference between a protective order and not being able to say anything. So what she's saying is there's no protective order against that. But however, prohibits the defense. So what she's basically saying is, the defense is the one that's playing that game, not the state.
All right. So that was number 2, guys. All right, let's go to number 3.
I'm curious to see what Bob Mata had to say about all this stuff too.
Where is number 3? There it is. All right. Order of the judgment. Defendant appears in person with counsel Antonio or attorney. See, my eyes are bad, boy. Attorneys Bradley Rosie and Andrew Baldwin. State appears by prosecuting attorney Nicholas McLean, deputy prosecuting attorney James Luttrell, and deputy prosecuting attorney Stacy Diener. Hearing held on defense motion to dismiss for I've already read that one.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, damn. I got to go back in there. All right. Well, we already know what she denied. Let's look at it again.
Denied. Resubmit in 30 days for final disapproval.
We'll start with the appendix pages. All right. See, I haven't read all this yet, you guys. So it looks from what I have read on it, it's a lot of stuff that was old stuff that the prosecution and Ellie had looked into. You got people mentioned from Reddit, Gabe Ellisy, Eric Williams, Dustin Prater, and Tyler French. I knew them names are going to be brought up sooner or later because those were names that were talked about a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, dude, this is just them saying, yeah, we did it, but what about them? What about, you're not looking at these guys? They did it too, Grown-ass men doing shit like this.
And I have never heard of anything toward Gabe Ellis being involved with any type of cult or anything like that. I know he was a big-time gangbanger in the Kokomo area.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about Eric Williams. I don't know a whole lot about that guy, but Dustin Prater was busted with Derek German for the meth chemical they stole from Ashley Garth's dad's work employment.
Eric Williams is the search.
Yeah, I know who he is, but I don't know much about him.
Oh, I do. He's a good guy.
What do you know? What do you know about him?
I know a lot about it. I've talked to Eric a couple times a month still.
Is he? Do you get an inkling or any type of vibe about him being involved with any type of cult or anything like that?
No, but he made a comment on the internet about the bones that he found, how it looks like it could be a little,
I remember
devil
that.
devil worshiping thing. Yeah. So they're going to lean on that. Now, I've talked to him extensively about that.
Right.
And he said it's a pile of bones that hunters just threw there.
Right.
It's probably the Webbers shit that they kill. They take the meat and then they just throw the carcass.
And you know who Gabe Ellis is, right?
No.
All right. He's in prison for the kitty thing. He was, you know who Karina is, right?
Mm-mm.
The girls that died and they found her remains out in Peru.
Mm-mm.
Karina McQuirkland, they're getting ready to have a memorial walk for her. Well, it was her cousin that Gabe, she was caught with Gabe. She was underage. And he ended up going to prison. And he's tied in with, what's his name from Kokomo? The guy's in jail for her murder. But he's a bad dude. He's all into the gangs and shit like that. Dustin Prater already told you who he was. Tyler French, he's another drug connection type guy.
Okay. So they're trying to bring all these people into it to muddy the water. So basically, they're just trying to anything.
And see that these guys are all tied to the Kokomo crew, and they're trying to connect it to Odin suspects.
Well, this shouldn't be an appendix. It should be an appendage.
Right. References Crime Night. References Jeff Stankert. Who's that?
No idea.
Defense got girls' phone records. Good stuff. Ellie declined to look at video footage of business by the mirror's entrance. My personal dark horse, Jerome Weiss. Yeah. He's the one that accidentally shot and killed his girlfriend.
Well, video footage of a business near Mears is the Hoosier Harvest Store.
They got footage from that.
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't even make sense. What other fucking business is there near Mears?
I'm going to have to search for the other page because she sent this all separate today and I couldn't figure out what the heck she was doing.
And I would, if I was Nick, I'd wipe my ass with that appendix and send it right back to him.
I got to find it. All right.
They're childish is what they are. And I can't understand why they have a GoFundMe for experts. They had, 5, 6, 7 YouTube experts that they had at their disposal. I guess it just didn't work out for them.
All right. An audio of Professor. I wonder if they're talking about Professor Turco there.
Now, Turco's saying that the defense is
misinterpreted what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Same thing with Click.
But we also need, is there anything on audio or video of them saying, we know about Click, but what about Turco? Because people have asked me if there's actual video of him saying that or audio.
I don't know if he mentions that. I know that he said that they're misrepresenting what he said. Same verbiage that Click used. They're misrepresenting what I said.
Who's Jennifer Scully? Do you know who Jennifer Scully is?
I have no diarrhea.
No diarrhea? All right, let's catch up with the chat real quick and see if anybody's got anything.
I've been watching it.
We good?
Yeah. Laura, they have text. As a matter of fact, Frank from Art of Deduction sent me the Reddit conversations. I don't know how he got them.
Right.
But so they have all that shit. Nothing's secret.
Right.
If you're online talking, it's out there and they can get it.
All right. We know who Clutch is. She and Kelsey both communicated with a Shots account. Former mayor worked for McClellan, has Odinist ties. Prove it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
We know who Max is. We know who Garrett Cruz. That's wrong. It's Garrett Kurtz. That's what that's supposed to be. We know who Marcus.
Is there a misspelling in there?
That's supposed to be Kurtz.
What a shocker.
And then we know who Marcus Selena is. Rachel Yancey, I know the name. To King, yeah. Rocks at the CVS. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that too. The Rocks.
Can you put it up on the screen so I can read along with you?
Can you see it? Oh, shit.
No.
I didn't even know. Sorry, guys. I just reading this and I'm like, what the hell? All right. Screenshots of Clutch's theory. We all know who Clutch is.
Yeah.
We know Kelsey had communicated with Anthony Shots. We all know that. Show me the proof the ties with McClellan has Odin's ties. We know who Max is. We know who Garrett is, and even they wrong last name once again. We know who Salinas is. Rachel Yancey, yes, we know who she is. Rocks at the CVS. Now, we've talked about that. A couple of people have brought that to my attention about 5 or 6 months ago about the Rocks. It was like a game type they were playing. And it was like a Dropbox type thing or a geocaching type game of some sort.
So these must be numbered items of evidence.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
17 is
it's conversations. It's all it is.
Yeah, but they have to have something else. This stuff just doesn't even make sense. This is babbling unless it's an index of actual evidence.
Because they show screenshots, and this is all internet shit, dude.
But again, Frank, this is over the contempt hearing. They're bringing out evidence that they're going to use in the trial. What they're trying to do is say, well, you know, look at all this other shit. You know, what somebody said, Hennessy. These attorneys have over 125 years of experience. Well,
I'm trying to find the right ones.
Can't tell. If he was innocent, we wouldn't be going through all this shit. They would keep their mouth shut and giggle and smirk until trial. You could take that to the bank.
And see, and they spell Kelsey different in here too, dude. 2 different
ways. Why are they talking about Kelsey, though? I don't understand that.
Because of the Anthony Shots account. That's what it all has to do with.
Okay.
And it says Kelsey. Again, and this time they added the E at the end of her name instead of just leaving it S-I. See, these are conversations between individuals talking about all this stuff, and it's between, from what I understand, it's between Fortson and Cohen and taking screenshots from people and stuff like that. That's all they did.
Yeah, but look at 65. Nick drunk at bar.
I see that.
Give me a break. We got pictures of Hennessy drunk at the bar the night before the fucking hearing.
With the witnesses at that.
Yeah.
Boy. Let's see. We know who Carl Abbott is. Carl Abbott is the owner of the funeral home. And they're saying he was BG. See that? 69?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
And there's only one more page of this one somewhere. I got to find it.
I can't wait to see those actual pieces of evidence.
Yeah,
but you know, Nick gets to go first.
Yeah,
sucks to be them. All this shit that they're lining up, you know, Nick's strategy is just going to shoot all this down. If they even use any of this, they're stupid.
Rocks. I've already went through all the pages on that. Then, all right, let's talk about that for a little bit before we go back into this. Now, why? Yeah, I mean, it's not making any sense why they keep filing stuff about internet's YouTubers and things like that. I'm not understanding what's not getting through to their head.
I don't know. Maybe they need to talk to George Rye.
Oh my God. Let's go.
Maybe he knows.
Let's see. What do we got going on in the chat?
I've never seen no shit like this in my fucking life.
First time I mean, with documents, I looked, I said, what? what is this? I
But
mean,
you can tell that all of this is Hennessy and Baldwin's style. This is not Rozzy. This is not how Rozzy acts. This is Hennessy and Baldwin and their YouTube committee.
I'm trying to find. Look at Big Mateo says Ruckus is laughing and probably debating starting a GoFundMe to get Frank some glasses. Haha. I got glasses, guys. I do. They're around here somewhere. I don't know what the hell I did with them.
You know, this whole filing got me in a good mood today. When that shit dropped and I saw it and I was like, what the actual fuck? What are these guys? What does this have to do with the contempt hearing? We're saying that you did these specific things specifically, and you're going all around the world trying to bring in all these orbiters, you know, that have nothing to do with the contempt.
Yes.
Give it a break, kids. You're digging a hole.
Right.
Just move on to the trial. And this is Hennessy's big response that he wanted a week to prepare. That's
what
it.
Laura says. Essentially, are we learning that this is the biggest example of G degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, 6 degrees.
6 degrees. Told you. My eyesight. I've got
Dude, next time I
glasses.
have you on my show, and tonight we're going to have my special guest, Blind Melon Jellin.
Oh, Lord. I remember that name. See, the VA Nate knows that I need a new set of glasses, and it's just waiting on, you know how they are, bro.
Oh, I do.
6 months later, then I'll finally get a call. Oh, we're calling you to schedule for your eye exam.
Yeah.
Damn, that was 6 months ago when I put that in. Yep. I leaned on him for a long time there for a minute, Kentucky Sleuth, because he resembles the young BG sketch so much. Jeff Stinkard, I think, is the guy that was moving on the 13th near the trails, maybe. Yeah, Jerome Wise allegedly accidentally shot and killed his girlfriend.
Any man that shoots and kills his wife or girlfriend is definitely an accident.
Uh-huh. Easton.
Well, this whole thing is, I can't wait. You know, I can't wait till she rules on this. And now, if you notice, she's not just letting Nick do whatever he wants. She's denying his shit too.
Yep, exactly.
She's pretty sharp.
Let me pull up Hennessy's thing real quick that he filed today. That's not it.
63 Clocks just donated $10 for Frankmeister's glasses.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, dude, I don't want to hear it. I got $19.99 for Diddums for a hairbrush. That's a lifetime of hairbrushes for me.
I hate trying to find these.
Yeah, that whole GoFundMe thing has me baffled. I mean, maybe he's got to pay that bar tab.
Right.
And from what I understand, there's no names on it.
I can't find that document.
Usually they have a name and stuff like that.
Well, basically, with the documents, I mean, with Hennessy, all he's doing is repeating himself what he was talking about before, bringing all the YouTubers in and things of that nature. I want to pull them. They're not in order because the way they were sent to me from the court. And I'm like, man, how am I supposed to get these in order before I go live? And I just put them all in there and didn't even think about rearranging them or anything. But I can read them from my phone. It's no problem.
Okay.
Give me a second, guys.
Dude, I remember when I first heard Hennessy's name, everybody's like, "Oh man, that's lead pipe. He's a pit bull. He's the best judge in Indianapolis."
This is what I'll do.
That guy just looks sloppy. His work's sloppy. But he's gone after this. He's just helping them through this, depending on what the judge decides,
Right.
you know. But he says in his response that, well, yes, they did all this, but so did other people.
Right.
It's ridiculous, man.
Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to. Okay. Just want to make sure I get to the right pages.
Just a mum is all said at Frank. Hennessy tried to recuse himself. Is that right? Did you hear that? I didn't hear that.
I ain't heard none of that. Hold on, guys. Almost got it. All right.
Joe Newman, yes, I'm still calling plea. You watch. This hoe, listen, that's the only thing. I've been calling plea since Jump Street. If Alan tells on other people right now, he's implicating himself. And he doesn't want to do that. He wants to give this nonsense a chance to see if it's going to work. What's he got to lose? He's sitting in a jail cell. He ain't thinking right.
Right.
And his attorneys are just trying to cover their asses. I mean, they've already fucked up their book and movie deal with all this bullshit.
See, it's the same thing that he was doing before.
You want to put it up on the screen?
Hold on. I got to make sure I got the right pages.
Okay. But people are asking, no, I can't highlight the chats or anything like that. I can't do any of that stuff.
Why is it doing that?
Laura, I don't know if Richard Allen gets to watch YouTube from his tablet in jail. I don't know. That whole thing fucks me up that they even get a tablet. And that he can make phone calls from his cell and they have chirp devices. What the fuck? It's jail and prison.
I don't know what's going on here, but it's not loading for me. Well, we're gonna have to skip this then. But I was looking at. I could look at a couple pages. Like I said, it's just referring back to the leaks, and that's all Hennessy's doing.
Carol Murray says, "This is Carol from Atlanta. Are you serious about? And did I hear the defense has a GoFundMe page? Yes, that is a fact."
CJK. Odins, Vinlanders, Satanists, witches, warlocks, the boogeyman, and even Masons. Anyone but the guy who confessed and placed himself on the bridge. Total bunch of bullshit. There you go, CJK. Good one there.
Amen. The guy who put himself at the scene has evidence in his home that puts him at the scene. Evidence at the scene that ties him to the scene. And he confesses to his mom and his sister and jail staff, not law enforcement.
Probably
so he wasn't coerced.
Probably the 2 pounds of mumbo jumbo from the creepy prof. I watched that 2 pounds of mumbo jumbo go right into the trash, right in the courtroom.
Right in the circle of file 13.
That was funny.
Paper airplanes all over the courtroom. That's such a bunch of shit. But this whole thing, you guys don't think that they brought up the Odinist because they think they committed this crime, do you? No, they brought up the Odinist because they might have found one shithead guard that works at the prison that's an Odinist. And so they want to tie that in together, that he coerced him into that confession. If he confessed and he's innocent and they really think that he's innocent, that confession doesn't mean shit. You cannot convict somebody on just a confession. But I'm here to tell you, there's people in prison right now that never confessed.
Oh, of course. Miss Deb says, I believe that this was to be an index of Forts and Roberts and possibly Westerman's conversations to show what they did or they did not know.
Hey, Harvard Jones is in there. Whoever Harvard Jones is, got the thin blue line. How do I donate on my phone? I would like to buy Ruckus a banana so we can see how much longer the banana is than his dick. Oh, that cracks me up. Funny's funny. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos that are out right now that somebody named Lickety Lick put out about me with my face on Gullum and on Cartman and stuff like that.
CJ
But I guess Howard is a enforcer.
CJK says, so is Judge Gold going to vet all jurors as to whether or not they've sent money for this ridiculous GoFundMe? Sure is a conflict, in my opinion. Well, I've already placed a call about it to somebody, and they're supposed to contact somebody else for me to let them know what's going on, to see if there's anything they can do about it. Let's see, CJK, well, she's full of them tonight. I also think it's pathetic Hennessy was drinking and coaching witnesses in the bar. He may have been overheard. Dum de dum dum.
He was overheard.
Yes.
There's no fucking doubt about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if some video popped up.
People write sloppy, correct spelling of any kind, especially of personal names. It's not even attempted. My mother was a court reporter, and she says no mistake was ever allowed in legal documents.
Right.
Miss Deb says they have to try to paint Nick in a bad light because they are intimidated by the fact that he's ready for trial. Yes, I would have to agree with that statement. Do Baldwin and Rosie have some literary writers or their staff that has nothing to do all day except write
whimsical imaginary scenarios put into motions and submitted to a judge?
And don't even use spell check. We ain't talking about him in here.
Who?
Noe.
Oh.
There's Truth and Justice. Dang, I didn't get a notice that Frank was starting. Better late than never. Well, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Yeah, I do wear glasses, Joe. Not very often, though. But when I'm looking at a computer screen, the letters are real small and blurry to me.
Harvard, just let it go, man. It was funny then. It's not funny anymore. I don't care what she does. Has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. I wasn't picking on her. I was laughing at what somebody said.
Yes, Rescue. I kind of figured that when you sent me the text the other day. I was like, man, those are my best glasses. Everybody's talking about their misspell and everything in here. Somebody needs to tell the defense that the justice system does not care what YouTubers say or think. Sorry about that, guys.
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, it's apparently they think it's important because they're the ones that keep bringing it up.
But, you know, the whole time I kept saying that, you know, law enforcement doesn't care about, and the judge doesn't care about YouTubers. They don't know who the fuck they are. I was wrong, wasn't I? That I was. I said, they don't even know who I am.
Brad, we look more normal in them than we think. I hate having to wear them. I do too. Go find me glass. I see you don't need that, guys, because I get all that shit for free at the VA. I get a new pair every year if I want. Say, Squeaky says, you know, Baldwin and Rosie are in big trouble when they have to depend on YouTubers to come to their rescue and defend them against Gold.
Do you have Hennessy's first statement where he basically says that they don't have to bow down to the judge for her whimsies or something like that? Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll read it to you.
Yeah, is it the one from today?
Yeah.
Well, I've got the first page, but I'm trying to find it. Huh?
It's one of the 12 pages. Hang on.
That's what I was saying. When they came into me, they came in all different order. And I was like, man, what the hell is this all about? Because she sent me the first page of the other one.
Hang on.
The appendix, and then she sent me the first page of Hennessy, and I was like, this can't be all of it because it says one of something on here. And then all of a sudden, like 15 or 20 minutes later, I got the rest of them.
Right. Well, they're still pissing and moaning, saying that a special judge should have been assigned.
Well, it is the law.
And if that's the case, then let's get a special judge. But
it is the law in Indiana.
Well, then there should be a special judge hearing this.
Then she said she was taking it under her advisement because she wanted to look.
So there may be yet.
Yeah.
Now listen, this is straight from his document, right? It looks like it's on page 2, right? It is understandable that Mr. McClellan and Judge Gull may have taken umbrage at the press release due to prior unrecorded conversations in chambers. Then in quotation marks. However, the contempt power does not lie to soothe the wounded sensibilities of a judge. Grimm versus State.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, I mean, who knows? Who knows?
What you mean they're outside the grid? Frank seems more relaxed this evening than a while.
All right, Howard, I get it. You find it disgusting. You're very chivalrous. You're a gentleman. Now fuck off, will you?
Where's he at? Somebody get rid of that dude for me, please.
He's just a fucking whine ass, man. He won't shut up about it.
No more of that shit.
I laugh when I see something funny. It's a character flaw. I'm working on it. I laugh at myself. People are doing shit about me that's funny. I laugh at it.
CJK says it's the glow from cold. That's the most disgusting thing of all. All the bad channels are pushing this and have ever since their POI was cleared. Depends on which POI you're talking about. Everything okay with you, Anna? Hope all is well. Let me go ahead and time him out. So he would stop.
I mean, you don't have to time. I'm just trying to get him to fucking get off it.
Yeah. What is his name? Harvard Jones?
He or she is. Chivalry is not dead. You made your point.
All right, guy. No more of that stuff about it in the chat, dude. I don't like my guests being pissed off at somebody in the chat.
Well, they're talking about something that they don't want anybody talking about it, but they keep it going, you know. Sorry about that, Frank.
Big Mayo does make you wonder if this is setting up a precedence for social media being involved speaking about cases. I think that's been done a long time ago. There's other cases out there that what they want to call some type of sleuzers. They got a name for it, but I watched one the other night. It had a JLR on it. It was about the Idaho murders, about the sleuthers covering the case, and JLR had a big role in that case, in that show. It's on, I think, Netflix. Well, the clowns got banned. We know that, Robin B. I have not heard anything about Hennessy recusing himself. That's the first I've heard of that.
Jinx, get Frank Fada out of here. Any one of you mods. He's made his point too. Fuck off.
I get what you're saying on Baldwin Hennessy. They come off as the ambulance chasing drama types. Well, that reminds me of Hennessy real bad.
Brad, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'd like to see if any of them have TV commercials. I'd like to see what they are.
No, they are not allowed to watch YouTube or any type of have any type of social media on the iPads while they're in jail. a hot and cold. If you go to my homepage on my YouTube channel, it'll have a join button right there. Or if you just want to donate to the live show, down at your comment box to the right, there's a little $sign with a box around it. Just click on that. Hold on. Murder She had an episode profiling Baldwin a while back, detailing how his car didn't have a reverse gear. Seems like an analogy now.
Yeah, his mouth needs a fucking reverse gear.
This is Carol from Atlanta. Are you serious about, and did I hear the defense has a go? Yeah, we're serious. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's the defense itself, but I know it's somebody that started a GoFundMe to raise money for experts since Judge Gold denied their motion for funds.
Now, what I think, honestly, the judge denied their request for more funds, right? Which I couldn't understand. You can't really do that. But from what I'm hearing is that they already had experts look at the evidence that they want experts to look at again. So they probably didn't get they have a strategy that they're trying to work. And if they can't get people to go along with it.
What the hell is your problem with this damn shit in here, man?
Who?
You're a Harvard dude.
That's not a dude.
Whatever.
You can tell just by the way they're
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
we're not going there, man.
That's what pissed me off. That's what I was saying. He's
talking about Yellow Jacket.
Yeah.
No, dude, we're not going there, dude. So don't do that shit in my chat, man. I don't do that in my chat.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I bought a pack of black combs yesterday at Walmart. The cashier lady said, "But you ain't got no hair." And I'm like, there for my beard woman. We both got a laugh.
I feel your pain, Redfoot.
Jesus.
But God only made so many perfect heads, and the rest he put hair on.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm starting to lose mine.
That's all right. Instead of turning gray, it turns loose.
No, see, I researched this guy's state of Indiana. Even though he's incarcerated, somebody on the outside can raise money for legal fees.
Is that what it says? Because I didn't see the actual page.
Yeah, I'll read it to you again. Give me a second. Todd.
Yeah, because we all know that Nick asked for $5,000 and they shut him down.
Okay, it says, can you use GoFundMe to raise legal fees? And the finding assistant said, for legal fees can be challenging, but you don't have to do it alone. Crawford funding through GoFundMe is a quick and easy way to raise the money you need to lift the financial burdens of lawyer fees.
Okay. Now, what happened? Listen, time out. What happened to them wanting to do this pro bono?
They would be doing the same thing.
That's out the fucking window, isn't it?
Yeah.
They'd be bankrupt right now if they did it. I wish that she called their bluff on that. I wish that she said, you know what? That's a great idea. I won't kick you guys off. You do this shit pro bono. What happened? What are you doing?
I got a Coke, man, and it hit it. I got a bad tooth or something, man.
It's sensitive. Yeah.
Ooh. All right. The Odin patches were worn before he even got there, but I don't agree. Don't agree with it for sure. I think they just took the Odin thing out of content. Honestly, that's what I believe.
Dude, I believe that they only used the Odinist angle to affect his confession. Because what did they have? They had that Robert Bastone prick, that fucking child molester who's housed with, and he wrote a letter saying, but he does that everywhere he goes. They keep moving him around prison to prison because he doesn't want to go on the compound. He'll get killed on the compound.
Right.
So, but they're going to listen to him. They put his fucking letter in there and everything. Then he said, fuck you, I'm not going to court.
And I see that somebody's saying they got to GoFundMe for Alan's bail. They're not going to be able to come up with $2 million by the trial date.
I hope they do.
Unless you
I
get a
hope that little
millionaire.
motherfucker bonds out.
$2 million.
I hope he bonds out. But I'm here to tell you, I don't know where the number came from, but that charge is a zero bond. It's a zero bond. So, I don't know where that came from, but I hope he does get out. I hope he goes and stays with one of these bleeding hot motherfuckers.
McMateo, what do you guys think of the media stuff Gold responded to today? Will she block media? We've already had this discussion many times. I don't think she's going to allow any more cameras in the courtroom, period.
I don't think so either.
Nope.
No, Ivy, we're not saying it was for bail. I guess somebody commented saying, what if? But, it's not going to. But again, I don't know if you guys know how bail works. It's 10% plus collateral. But I don't think he has collateral. Unless the judge says it's cash only. Sorry, go ahead, Frank.
Amelia Lavender, thank you for the $1.49 super sticker. Greatly appreciated. We got Amelia again with a super sticker this time with a $5 one. Thank you, ma'am.
She's very generous.
Man, this Frank Farter, you're gone too, bro.
That's the one I told everybody. I'm trying to handle the back end for you, like I said. I know where these people are coming from.
Hey, Harvard, look, dude, you got to understand the backstory of this whole thing before you put stuff out there and try to feel bad for her, because there's things that she's done to people and said to people that was very degrading. So she had what had come back on her. That's what happened. It came back on her and bit her in the ass.
Well, I know for a fact that those folks were trying to get information on me to harass me. That's when Holman said on the stand that he didn't hear my name because of this case. He heard it because of a harassment case.
Yeah.
It was because them fuckers trying to dig shit up on me to harass me. I've never said anything about them to them. They just don't like what I'm saying and what I'm doing. So that's their tactic. That's their style. That's how they operate. Which is fine. I've dealt with worse. Trust me.
And Anna says, my basic opinion at the time is either factually innocent, as two groups of attorneys claim, or the defense think the investigation is so mucked up that winning would be easy.
This is standard procedure. Every defense attorney in cases blame law enforcement, say they're incompetent, they did a bad job, they mishandled evidence, no chain of custody, fuck something up somehow, some way, So that they all do it. You look at any case. I was watching the Paradise Lost yesterday for a little bit.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Same thing.
Squeaky says first pair of reader glasses strength 1.0 happens to everybody between the age of 40 and 45. I'm well past that age. I'm well past that. I got a $20 super sticker from Miss Hot and Cold. Thank you, ma'am. It's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, Ivy, I'm not saying that it's never true. Listen, Ivy, you went to work today. I guarantee you made a mistake today at work. Are you incompetent? No. They just hold law enforcement to such a high standard. And it's, the judicial system is set up the way it is so that we don't put the wrong person in prison. Well, they take those rules and they flip them around to try and get a guilty person out of going to prison, which is bullshit.
I'm just reading through there. I never had them as, she's talking about, they're talking about damn shingles now. Hey, Frosty, that's right now. When, what time is it? About 9:15 or so.
I'm being Have.
Click. Or do you drink them out of a bottle?
Bottle. Yeah, I don't drink out of cans.
Yeah, you get that metal taste. What do you think
Yeah,
about? Go ahead.
When defense attorneys do this, that's their job. I understand that, but you know, get over it. You know, if that's your defense, if he's innocent, what do you care what law enforcement fucked up? If they have nothing on him, like the defense keeps saying, and people keep fucking believing it, oh, they got nothing on him. They got nothing on him. We're going to fucking find out whether he pleads out or it goes to court or whatever. We're going to find out what they had on him. They don't need to give gory details because it's all about the family. You don't want the family to go through this shit. Think about it, guys.
Yeah, you would believe all the hearsay they were trying to get into the fucking hearing the other day either, man.
And they know better.
It's
Frank.
ridiculous.
How many 145 years plus whatever fucking 60, 70 years Hennessy has doing it.
I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, you can't use somebody's testimony when they tell you something like that. That's hearsay.
Well, they think if they say it with an authoritative voice, that it's true.
He was rude to the judge at one point in time.
Of course.
And then she put him in his place. I'm glad she did.
What's he got to lose? What's he got to lose? He's got nothing to lose. You know, it's just.
Ivy's in. What's going on, Ivy?
Now, let me ask you this. Who set up that GoFundMe?
That's a good question.
Was it Hennessy or was it Baldwin or who? Who set that up?
Somebody sent it to me today. I wonder if I could.
I don't think the attorneys did. That would
they would be stupid, honestly.
That'd be pretty bold.
All right, who sent it? Who started it? Experts for Allen. This is through Pay It. I don't know what Pay It is.
Got Captain Howdy in the house.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Cap? David Hennessy.
David Hennessy set that up, and he's done. He's got nothing else to do with this.
It says right there.
They hired him to represent basically Baldwin for this contempt shit, and now he's done. He should be done. Why the fuck is he setting up a GoFundMe?
Sure.
Some of this shit just cracks me up, man. I know how hard law enforcement worked on this case. I know there's a lot of people that had sleepless nights for 5 years. Their families suffered. And for these assholes just to come in there and say, you know, oh, they got nothing. Yeah, we're going to see. You're going to find out what they got. And they know, Frank, that's what pisses me off. They have the discovery. They know what they have on him.
There you go, brother. At David Hennessy.
Unfucking believable.
Raised $3,600 so far.
And dude, this is just another tactic. It's another bullshit propaganda thing because they know they're fucked.
I'm reading this.
But yeah, Ivy, I agree. The mistakes made on both sides. I will say mistakes. They both made mistakes. Everybody's made mistakes.
Well, there's
that does not make them incompetent or corrupt. You know how many people would have to be involved for this to be corrupt? It's astronomical.
All right, where did she go?
Shadowbox, he's raising money for experts to defend Richard Allen, even though Hennessy has nothing to do with the Richard Allen case. His clients are Andrew Baldwin and Rozzi. That's it.
No, we already went over that question. All right, Squeaky says, Go isn't going to allow cameras in the courtroom. Everything is going to have to be done the old-fashioned way, just like the last hearing. Handwritten notes and spectacular reporting.
Well, you'll be there, won't you, Frank?
Damn right I'll be there.
And I'm here to tell you right now, let's just put this out on the table right now. I am not doing a 12-hour fucking live on your channel every day in the courtroom. Nope.
Every day for 14 days.
Oh, you can go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself. I'm not doing any of that.
Oh shit. Monet, or is that Mayo Monkey? Thank you for the $5 super sticker, bud. Appreciate it.
Mayo's a good dude.
Frosty, thanks for the $5, brother. Much appreciated. Sparky, $1.99 super sticker. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. GP, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, lovely. Much appreciated. I don't know about the incompetent part. Yeah, I missed this one.
Well, a lot of people are saying they're incompetent. And by a lot, I'm not saying, oh, one or two people said that and I'm embellishing. No, people come into my channel, throw that word around a lot.
I wouldn't say being incompetent, but they're not. What's the word? I'm not going back over their work, or is how I want to put it.
Well, dude, that whole thing with someone that worked in the courthouse taking an ex parte and giving it to Nick to read, if that's what happened, that's what I heard what happened. That's still unacceptable. If you work in the courthouse, you know what the fucking ex parte is, and you don't hand it to the prosecutor.
Right.
You know, shit happens, though. Shit happens. Move on. It's like that 70 hours of deleted exculpatory evidence. All right, it's fucking gone, fellas. Go interview these people.
Hold on, Laura. I don't need no damn WD-40 because my chair does not squeak. I thought I had to get that in there. All right, brother. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I don't care.
Look,
this whole filing, the only thing that's even worth reading is the judge's decisions. To me, the rest of it is just all a bunch of smoke and mirrors, bullshit, deflection.
Yeah, and I look at it the same way, until they really show us something. Well, they're not going to be able to now because basically she's going to start sealing everything that comes in. I can tell you that right now. So there's nothing that we're going to be able to see that they could show us that they have proof of anything.
Right. And she's trying to protect people. She really is. I mean, she's on the short list for the Supreme Court. You know, she's not a bad judge. She made a bad decision by not having the hearing that day and allowing them to quit. She should have just done that hearing and been done with it, and the Supreme Court would have agreed with her.
See, this kind of stuff here, Miranda, we do not talk about that kind of stuff because there's no place for it here. Who cares what Nick has done in his past or whatever he's doing on his own time? That's his business, not ours. As long as he does the job that he was hired for and gets paid for it, it's all that matters. And gets a conviction on this case.
It could go back and forth all day, Frank. You know, all day. If it's funny, it's funny. I think it's hilarious he did cocaine.
Back in his old, who wants to bring up his old past and try to throw it in his face now, though? That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard people on the other side talking about Hennessy's DUIs and shit like that. It just is what it is. When you're in the public, you're going to get that shit, you know? But I agree. There's no place for it as far as the case goes. But we're on fucking YouTube. They don't care about us. You know, I hate to see lines drawn in the sand like this.
Right. And they do it all time, even if the perp tortures someone. The stuff needs to be stopped and they do their job without messing around.
Well, that's unfortunately sometimes that happens, Boston Christian. They would rather see 100 people who are guilty go free than one person who's innocent get locked up. I understand.
Look at Shadowbox. She's like, what the fuck? Who's raising money for Alan? David Hennessy for experts.
You know, if people are donating, right, does that make it public now? I wonder if he has to say who his experts are. You know, and here's another thing. How many people gave Mark shit because somebody donated money for his sick daughter? And it was not fucking Tyler. It wasn't Tyler. I know that for a fact.
Uh-huh. It's that
And
dude. It was that dude out of New York, wasn't it?
but people are saying that, you know, somebody gave $2,000 and bought those pictures. Mark didn't sell anything ever. I went and met with him and met his daughter. She's a little sweetheart, man. She ended up in the hospital a few days later, not because of anything that's going on with this, but you know, because of her condition. And she's a little cutie.
I understand better now why Judge Gold despises those guys. They wasted everyone's time, money to waters, make stuff up, blame everyone except RA, and ridicule Ellie and witnesses. That's just part of being a defense attorney. That's what they do.
Their job right now is to get evidence thrown out and the confession thrown out. That's what they're working for. So they're doing a good job, but it's not going to work. You haven't seen Nick kick back at anything saying he hasn't released what they have.
Right. Right.
Anna Lissette says, "Hey, Ruckus Rocks, concerning the motorbike tire prints, apparently RA never owned nor rode a motorbike. The brother-in-law wrecked the bike and it was salvage. So what the heck?" Anna, all I can tell you is stand by. Law enforcement has a motorcycle cover with tracks on it. Now, see, people take things and run with it. Not that what I say should matter, right? But people take things and run with it. So they started asking me, how do you get motorcycle tracks on a cover? I explained to them, I had a motorcycle with a cover. You leave it on the floor, you run it over. There's a million different things that can mean. Okay, so he went back there. He stashed something there, and he went back to get it. That motorcycle cover is what ties him to that scene, not just the bullet. And that is what the defense attorneys want thrown out. It's not that bullet. They can fight that bullet. It's striations. Well, geez, I'm getting fucking tongue-tied. But it's not a ballistic science. Even though they're calling it ballistics, it's not a ballistic science. It's a metal on metal science. So they can get experts to refute that, and the jury may not care much about that. But they will care about a motorcycle cover they found in his house that has the same exact track marks on it that they found at the crime scene.
Witchcraft super sticker $1.99. Thank you. It's not about the money. It's about making Alan go viral. It's just another tactic to compromise potential jurors. Think about it. Yep.
And James, they're not wrong. These guys are slick. They're just not very professional or ethical. But if I did something wrong, I would want these guys on my team. But we'll see when the evidence comes out. I'm going to put out either something on my community page, or I'll do a video without a comment section, you know, not a live, and lay out everything that I've set up to this point, lock it in, and then I'm just going to shut up about it till after the trial, let everybody else talk about it, because there's really nothing to talk about. There's nothing new in this case. There hasn't been anything new in Richard Allen's case in over a year. All this other bullshit, the circus, the dog and pony show, is new.
Yeah.
But there's nothing new in the Allen case. Law enforcement finished and turned it over to the prosecutor already when they arrested him.
Well, I've caught up, finally. Well, right at perfect timing. We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes, guys. Is there anything else you want to add to this, man? Because we keep saying every time the defense files something, it's going to be at the same shit over and over and over, and they're just rewarding it over and over and over again, is all they're doing. They're playing the Odin trick and the leaking trick and all that crap. So
I'm telling you, that whole Odinist thing, that whole mess, that whole fucking thing was just to get that confession thrown out.
Right, exactly. So, but I want to thank everybody who has helped support this live tonight. 6-3 Clocks, Amelia Lavender, Hot and Cold, Crime. Wow, Frank Farr donated $2. Thank you, sir. Smells like Frankfurter. Smells
No,
like mustard and Doritos in that apartment. What? Male Monkey, Frosty, Sparky, GP, Witchcraft, and Gladys Kravitz. Thank you so much for supporting the live tonight, guys. And to all my mods, y'all did a great job tonight. Ruckus, you know what time it is. All right, guys. Love you,
been
each and every
pleasure,
one of you,
Frank.
for y'all coming out and hanging out with us tonight. Until next time, guys, you know what time it is. Peace out. One love. Good night, guys.